Let's do one last team, and then we'll get out of here for today. So the next team up is the Chicago Bears. Now, we know Andy Dalton is starting. Unfortunate. We don't agree. We truly don't agree. We 1,000% disagree. But that's what Matt Nagy goes with. So when we're kind of going through this, we are going to put a date that Justin Fields is going to start after week 5. We're going to put it as kind of a week 5 maximum. So after week 5, we're going to assume Justin Fields is playing. So for the first 5 games, we're going to assume Andy Dalton is playing. That's gonna be how we're going to break it down, because we do believe Justin Fields is going to start at some point this season. So the line here for the Bears is 7.5 wins. Okay. So under 7.5 is 725. Under 7.5 is minus 125. Over 7.5 is plus 105. So over is a little bit of the underdog there. Vegas is projecting kind of 7 wins or less here for the Bears. So let's see if we can find those wins. All right, here we go. Chicago. Let's see. First 5 weeks, folks. First 5 games, it's Andy Dalton out there. Week 1 against the Rams. Andy Dalton against the Rams? No, loss. Big time loss. Andy Dalton, week 2 against the Bengals. Revenge game for Andy Dalton? Absolutely. Now, does Matt Nagy only stick with Andy Dalton for the first 2 weeks? After the Bengals, he goes with Justin Fields? Because we know Andy Dalton would love to face the Bengals. And if you start Justin Fields week 1, you can't go to Andy Dalton week 2. So maybe that's Matt Nagy's thinking. So maybe there is potential here that Justin Fields does start week 3 against the Browns. There is some potential there. So we're going to have them 1 win against the Bengals. Then they face the Browns. Going to be a real tough one. If it's Andy Dalton, like we're assuming, we don't think they get the win, because this is still the first 5 weeks. So they don't beat the Browns. Then they go and face the Lions. That's a really easy game. Another potential starting point for Justin Fields. Have him start against the Lions. Yes. I mean, that's basically a free win. A free win where you can do whatever the hell you want, make mistakes. It doesn't matter. Justin Fields could throw 5 interceptions against the Lions and they still win the game. So, yeah, start Justin Fields by the Lions. Please. All right, but then we have week 5 here against the Raiders. It's going to be real tough. I don't see this Bears offense keeping up with the Raiders offense. So we're going to give them a loss there. Then, now, from this point forward, we're at week 6 with the Packers in Chicago. We're going to assume Justin Fields is going to be taking the starting role from this point forward. So now we're thinking with Justin Fields in mind. Yeah, Justin Fields doesn't beat the Packers. No way. And then they face the Bucs. Justin Fields doesn't beat the Bucs. Then they face the 49ers. Justin Fields doesn't beat the 49ers. Now, this is all good, serviceable, kind of great looks. I mean, you're facing great teams. So, yeah, Justin Fields can kind of, get his feet in rhythm underneath him a little bit, and just to kind of see, what greatness is and how to try to potentially maybe compete with greatness. But overall, these are some tough games here off the stretch here for this Bears team. They're going to have to be on point right out of the gate. And once again, why you start Justin Fields and don't kind of have this quarterback kind of narrative and monkey hanging off of your back, because we've got great teams. We got Rams, we got Raiders, we got Packers, we got Bucs, we got 49ers. Y'all need to start winning some of these games. And if you're starting with Andy Dalton and then just trying to start all over the Justin Fields, I mean, these are going to all be losses. There's no chance you can compete. All right, but then we're at the Steelers, another real tough game. It's in Pittsburgh as well. Monday Night Football for Justin Fields out there. I think he can go out and compete a little bit, but it's Big Ben early in the season. He's on the money. Can't see a real solid win there, so we're going to count that as not a win quite yet. Then they have a bye, and then they face the Ravens. Jeez, oh my God, this Bears schedule is tough as heck. Gosh dang. Can't really see a real easy win against the Ravens. They are at home for that game, which makes it a little bit easier, but still at the end of the day, it's going to be real tough for them to get it done. Then they face the Lions. I'll give them another win there. No problem. Thursday Night Football. I think this is Thanksgiving Day football. Perfect. All right. Then we get the Cardinals. This is going to be a real tough game as well. Man, oh man, this Bears team. Jeez. Oh my God, this schedule's so hard. I don't know if I can give them a win. They are at home, but this Cardinals offense is real good. And we like Justin Fields. We think he will be serviceable. But overall, for this Bears offense, there's nothing that great about it. There's Allen Robinson. That's it. That's really it. So I can't see a win against the Cardinals. Then they face the Packers again. I can't even see a split there. Then they face the Vikings. I will say that's a definite winnable game. Monday Night Football. in Chicago against the Vikings, where Kirk Cousins can't play in prime time. That's 4 wins. Then they face the Seahawks. I can't see a win there. Then they face the Giants in Chicago. That's a winnable game. I'll give them a win there. 5 wins. And then they're at the Vikings. I'll even let them sweep the Vikings. But then we're at 6 wins. We're at 6 wins, folks. I mean, this is tough, man. And like we said, the over-under is at 7.5. We definitely got to go with the under because we're not even at the 7 mark. We're not even at that kind of hook where we have to see, can we get them another win or not? So, woof. Under. We can only find really kind of 6 potential winnable games. And then if they want to win a 7th game, they have to either beat the Rams, the Raiders, the Packers, the Bucks, the 49ers, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Cardinals, the Packers, the Seahawks. I mean, jeez, man, real tough. I mean, if Andy Dalton's a starter the entire season, I can't even see Andy Dalton, a veteran, leading this team past the Packers, the Tampa Bay Bucks, the 49ers, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Cardinals, the Packers again, the Seahawks. I don't even see Andy Dalton doing that. So, this is a tough year for the Bears. A year that Matt Nagy must win games, must have success in, and this schedule is not setting this Bears up for any sort of success here. Any sort of success. Real tough, brutal schedule here for the Bears, and we're going to bet the under 7.5 wins, folks. Jeez, that's tough as heck, man. Alrighty, folks.